So that's Nelson's number.
You should check your sprinkler boxes around your building. Oh my gosh.
It's a car key.
Check the tape. This I'm gonna need your help with. Wait, wait, what? Are we?
I think we both heard what we just heard.
It could be. It could be. Our John Doe reached out again. They're out of cream in the break room.
Testing some of that. Okay.
Go ahead and ask what you want. Okay.
Okay.
But why us? Wait, what? What was that? Wait, wait, what?
I think we both heard what we just heard.
I'm gonna bump this real quick. D.
Is he saying D?
Yeah.
It's
I've
possible.
never seen you like.
It could be. It could be.
I'm just saying. Syphus literally told us that D was a woman yesterday. That sounds like D. We can keep listening, but like.
It sounds to me like I've never seen you this listening.
Okay. I mean, we can just keep listening, but I'm just saying, like, that sounds.
Yeah. That's heavy.
And the rest is just his.
I think you need to take some time to cool down, is what he said.
That is so heavy. Literally, it's between him or your faith in me. And also, like, definitely a sense of urgency, considering she said you have to choose quickly. Like, this is a heavy conversation.
Yeah.
Dude, I was not expecting this. I thought we were just gonna get, like,
I know, like,
break room chatter or something like that.
This has definitely got me confused.
Mm-hmm. I'm just like, do you think they knew this conversation was being recorded?
I don't think so, because if you listen to the original tape, it's so far in the back, it had to have come through, like, either, like, way in the back of the room, or, like, it was echoing in from the hallway.
Mm-hmm. The question that I have now, though, is, did he, Nelson Syphus, want us to find this? So that Mike could do this? So that this is some sort of evidence in his favor? Do we think about that?
So there are a lot of different layers to that question. Did he want us to find this? Yes, definitely. Why?
For this reason, either to gain our trust or to use us as a pawn. That's all we are in this, I feel like, all the time.
My brain really thinks that that is a conversation between the co-founder and D. It just feels a little too close that as we were texting Syphus yesterday, he was kind of mentioning D, alluding to the idea that we don't really know her that well.
Yeah.
And the fact that now we have a tape of her talking to what we're presuming is the co-founder about a coup.
Yeah.
Like, that makes me think that this is definitely D.
The question is, where do we go from here?
What's up? You can see in front of me. You can see behind me.
Hey.
Our John Doe reached out again. If you are not familiar with why this is significant, maybe you missed a couple beats.
So I got a really curious email, like, I don't know, like an hour ago.
Is just this header. Open immediately. My investigation was officially shut down years ago, and it wasn't until your video started making waves that I realized there might be some truth to my old working theories.
Is this like a police officer or a detective?
John Doe now has a drop for us.
Oh, look, wait. I put it in the translator, and now I'm getting numbers. Is that longitude and latitude? Tell me that's not the creepiest thing you've ever seen. He wants us to give him
Stuff that we have?
stuff that we have. I didn't agree to that.
John has hangouted us, chatted us.
Yeah.
Are you there? I'd like to talk. 14 minutes ago. Grabbed them, came over here, pressed record, and was like, let's figure it out.
I'm already nervous because I feel like it has to be because we haven't responded to the note that he left in the drop
It's been
case.
on my mind as well.
Like,
He's fairly gentle about his.
are you there?
Yeah.
I'd like to talk. Yeah, I don't know.
We're still talking.
How are we gonna respond?
Like, let's
What's up,
not
Dad?
necessarily tell him that we are maybe denying his request yet. Like, yeah, I mean, I just say, like,
Let's just see what
hey,
he wants.
yeah, we're here.
Or we can do what the viewer suggested.
What?
This is probably not gonna work.
What did they suggest? Ah, yes. I did see this.
What do you think? What?
They're out of cream in the break room.
They're out of cream in the break room.
Testing some of that. Okay.
What do you think?
I mean,
Yeah? For those of you that are not familiar with this, a while back on the Apple II, we read some chats. And these chats, we believe that there's this challenge code, so to speak, or secret message or whatever, that explicitly talks about what they're out of cream in the break room, and then they go on to answer what kind of cream, and that kind of almost, I feel like, confirms that they can talk about sensitive information. I don't know.
yeah, it's a secret code.
Yeah, secret code. Thank you. All right, I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it.
I'm so interested to see.
If they respond, what does that mean? What are we even looking
Okay,
at?
yeah, wow. I mean, if
means he
he
knows
responds, then that means that the undercover officer is connected to Syntec, which would be wild.
Yeah, exactly.
Or, I mean, I guess there's a possibility because he's studied Syphus for so long.
Yeah.
Maybe he's in cop work has
Yeah.
uncovered some of the secret lingo. So it's still kind of up in the air. It could mean.
Here we
that
go.
he's
Look.
Oh, those little bubbles.
Yeah, responding. What? It's just it? What?
So I guess not.
Come on. Let's try again. I don't know. I want it to work.
You're just repeating it again.
Well, tell him what type of.
No. That's the challenge
They're
code.
supposed-
It's probably not gonna work. Yeah, it's probably not gonna work. But it was worth a try. No?
Oh.
Here we go. He's typing. Okay, this is definitely not.
Okay. I mean, I guess that's kind of reassuring because
Yeah.
it's okay, he's not
Normal.
connected to Syntec.
Yeah.
Normal.
Sorry
I mean,
about
that is interesting just because it kind of shows that we have more information on Syntec than he does. You know?
Yeah, well,
If we know their secret
we
codes.
found a literal whole layer.
How about that? Sorry,
Oh,
meant
what'd
to
you
send
say?
meant to send that to one of our PAs. Here we go.
It's nice that we have him on the line though, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or, like he's here. He's ready to
Yeah.
talk.
He's reliable.
Haven't heard from you in quite some time.
Yeah.
We've been busy.
About that.
We've been trying to research all the evidence you gave us.
I mean, that is true.
Yeah, we're not done. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I don't want him to think we're lagging. We're going through a lot here. You know what I mean? It's I don't know.
I mean, it was the evidence he gave us, then it was the stuff under the stairs. It's been a lot.
We still don't even have enough answers. You know what I mean? I still want to know more stuff about it.
About the evidence.
Because
that
it's he
gave
dropped us off this evidence as if we're supposed to understand even what it means
Yeah.
without
The only real evidence that I think that helped us was the newspaper clipping. I mean, we do
Yeah.
have that key, but
We have a key, but we have the same key.
we have all the other keys.
Yeah.
Which is confusing, but
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I'm just interested to see what he wants.
You're not going to find much. I combed through every possible lead that I could and didn't come up with much. Okay, so he didn't come up with much. And so even if we did continue to keep digging here, we're not gonna find anything? Let's see if...
Well, he doesn't have our evidence.
Well, sometimes, you know, like, what's that mental thought distortion? Curse of knowledge. There's possibly things he knows about this stuff that he doesn't realize we don't know. Does that make sense?
And the same goes for us
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, I mean, if we know the
More than
evil
likely.
side of Syntec's, like, lingo and he doesn't, like, obviously there's
Yeah.
disproportionate
He could-
information here.
Yeah, he could know something that's so obvious and so like public knowledge, but it could be like an absolute key to our
To the stuff
all
that
of our
we are
stuff.
dealing
Yeah,
with.
Yeah.
and it could totally like change this around.
Yeah. Could we possibly ask you some more questions about it anyways? We're curious about some details.
Yeah. There was just so much in there.
Yeah, exactly. Do you have a secure line now? I do. Yes.
Oh, really?
Yes. I told you every time these vulnerabilities come up, we fix them. Well, we're recording this, so I mean, yes, yeah, we're recording this. I'm not gonna lie. Then I can't reveal too much, but I can give you some basic information. Go ahead and ask what you want. The biggest concerns that I have are the handkerchief, right? Like the handkerchief that was like burnt.
What happened?
The watch was super smashed. I think, yeah, exactly. What happened? I don't know how to spell handkerchief.
E-R-C-H-I-E?
The handkerchief. The handkerchief was burned to a crisp, the watch was smashed to bits. Is this the incident you were talking about when the special unit investigated, like, this space?
Yeah. Good
That's
question.
what I'm curious about. Because I also think that's possibly linked to the article, like the end of the article. Like, Nelson Syphus had to cut it short because there was a disaster, or a fire,
An
or
incident.
an incident.
At Syntec, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be.
the same day.
The article didn't have a date. The article didn't even have an author, which is interesting.
pretty much
And no
cut
one
out
could
of a-
find it online either.
Yeah.
You notice that?
Yeah.
No one can find like it in the archives or anything.
Well, yeah, it was like author was cut off, date was cut off, everything that could be tied back to
Yeah.
it was cut off.
Yes, there was a fire at Syntec.
Okay.
Okay. How did it
Yeah.
happen?
Exactly. Like, do we know how it started or anything?
I'm curious if it was that same day that was in the article.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
wow. Okay.
There was no official cause reported for the fire itself, although there was speculation that an experiment gone wrong or a machine malfunction set the west wing of the building ablaze. There were 7 casualties, 3 of
Wow.
them being employees of Syntec. Wow. Whoa, 7 casualties? Holy cow.
And
3
What about the 4?
employees.
What about the what?
what about
The 4 were probably
There were 7
patients.
casualties, 3 of them being employees. Yeah.
What does he know about the 4?
What does he know about the 3 is kind of my question.
Yeah. But like,
Wow.
was any, like, people died, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
was anyone charged for it? You know what I mean? Like, what kind of evidence did they amass to, like, do anything about those lives? Yeah, it can't just
know.
disappear like that. Like, companies fold
It
because of
sounds
things
like a
like that.
massive fire.
Yeah. There was no solid evidence that could be used against anyone, including Nelson Syphus. It was deemed to be an accident or foul play from a third party. Or foul play?
A third party?
What does that mean?
Like,
What's a third party?
Like, that means someone outside of Syntec, or like not an employee.
Even
or
outside of
whatever.
the LAPD, like another organization, like military.
I mean, when I read that, I think like someone like wanted to burn Syntec down.
Oh.
And so like a third party, like no one involved at Syntec or something.
Oh,
Like,
I see. So
that's what I think.
who attacked, who
Yeah.
caused it was
Yeah.
a third party, not anyone a part of Syntec.
Basically.
Gotcha. It was an attack, possibly. That's super interesting. Okay. What about the key? The included key.
That we already have.
Yes,
like
the
that's
key
the
that
thing
we
that's
already have.
confusing to me.
It's definitely one that we already have. So, I'm assuming you have one of the same.
Yes.
What do you mean, assuming? Yes, we do.
That's a weird thing to assume.
Why would he send us a key that he thinks we already have?
Interesting how that works, isn't it? You being cheeky?
What? It's just the same key again. Like, what does that have to?
Interesting how that works.
What does that mean?
Yeah, exactly.
What is that? Yeah. Like I said before, my theory is very rudimentary at best. When I get more information, I can share it with you. Okay. Can you give us some type of idea about your theory, bro?
Yeah, like, we kind of need a goal too.
Yeah. It's like, how can we be going through this whole thing with so little information?
Yeah.
I need more information. You know what I mean? Like,
Or just a more rounded out picture.
not at the moment.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Like, where are you getting this evidence? Like, he's supplying this evidence, right?
Yeah.
Where is it coming from? Because
I mean, I would assume
Just-
the LAPD.
we can't source it anywhere.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to do that stuff. I definitely trust the viewers to like be able to go through and source this stuff, and nothing's popped up.
We have our own little team of investigators.
We do. We do. We have
You guys.
hundreds of thousands.
Yeah.
Negative. Negative.
That doesn't make sense.
Do you know who it was written by? Do you have any information at all?
Does he know anything? I'm truly just starting to feel like we have more information than this guy, so it's like, why are we even talking to him anymore?
Where did he get that photocopy?
More than likely a small college newspaper. We couldn't match it with any of the major newspapers like the Los Angeles Times. So where did you find it?
Like, depending on the year that this was written, I don't know if a lot of college newspapers and newsletters were like online yet.
I feel like that article's a dead end though.
It's
I mean, it gave us Nelson Syphus's name.
Anything
Like,
else?
I think that's it. Medical key.
Yeah. I think we should ask about the documents that we found under the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let's ask him about the ones that were linked directly to us. The
us.
ones that were for sure, like, definitely linked to you, Sam.
Yeah. Like, without a doubt.
This is so under the stairs. It's so stupid.
But, I mean, I feel like he would know what we're talking about, obviously.
Yeah, because I mean, like, we've uploaded this a while ago.
Yeah.
Is this like? Is he not watching?
I know.
What do you mean?
Oh. He hasn't seen the video.
send him the link.
I mean,
Tell him to subscribe.
tell him to
Bell icon.
subscribe. So he can get notified when we upload videos. I don't know.
I see. Have you ever considered it was a coincidence? Are you kidding
Yeah.
me?
We're past that.
It's
Yes, we
not.
moved past
Like,
that.
It's not. An article that was written about me in like 2016 was in that desk under the stairs where I happened to be working for 4 years. Like, it's not a coincidence.
it's not. Yeah, it's not
It's
a
just- it can't-
coincidence. It can't be.
I hate that excuse.
What are you saying?
Just kind of trying to level with them.
Yeah.
If you know anything about this, we'd really appreciate it. That's all we care about, how we fit into all of this.
Yeah.
Why is it a...
I just still want to be cautious of this guy.
Yeah. The only thing I can tell you is that 863 is an ongoing project by Deborah.
Who's Deborah? 863 is an ongoing project. An
Deborah.
ongoing project? Like a project from Syntec? That is still happening? Like,
Wait. Wait. Deborah?
We haven't heard that name before.
Is that D?
It has to be.
I mean...
Because D is a she. We know that now.
We know that from Syphus, but I mean, is that just a coincidence? Like, do we know?
No, that's it. Deborah.
There hasn't been a coincidence so far.
How do you know that? How do you know that? Because I know her. Why can't you tell us anything else?
So, John Doe knows Deborah, which we are coming to the conclusion is D?
I'm assuming.
I think she's.
It's gotta be 863. 863. She's signed everything 863.
I feel like if it's not Deborah, then it's just a random new person. Like it's too close.
Yeah.
It's gotta be.
No, I mean, I totally, yeah.
Here we go. She keeps things pretty close to the chest, especially when it comes to her projects. There's not much I know besides her need to stop Nelson.
Okay.
It's definitely
That
D.
is definitely D then.
It's definitely gotta be.
Okay, so Deborah is D.
That brings it home too. On the tape, the dude said D, and
Yes.
she was trying to stop Nelson Syphus.
And we also heard, like, my projects. We heard her talk about projects.
Is that her main goal? To stop him?
Because it definitely sounded like it was a big goal of hers in that tape.
As far as I know. Can you tell us why she wants to take Syphus down? Come on. You can tell us this. Come on. You're kidding, right? What?
What?
No. Can you tell us what? I don't
That's
understand.
a straightforward question.
You've seen the evidence, haven't you? Nelson Syphus is bad news, always has been. I want to see him brought to justice just as much as D does. D. It's partly why I agreed to work with her. Okay.
I mean, that doesn't really paint a bigger picture, though.
No.
Because, like, yes, we know that Syphus and Syntec were, like, bad news, but does that really mean that D and the undercover officer are, like, also not doing anything shady? Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like we don't really know who to give information to at this point. Clearly, they are against each other.
Yeah.
And yes, Syphus has done messed up things here and also, like, in the company, but I'm just like...
So
something
where
about
are we
them
falling into this?
something about them working together to, like, take him down. Like, that also doesn't sound... I don't know.
Well, like, why are we trying to... Oh, God. Why are we trying to figure this out? How do we fall into these things?
Okay, so if they're working together, then what?
Like, we haven't heard from Dee. Like, we've only heard from her one time, but everything else has been from this John Doe character.
Maybe he sent that to us in, like, for her? I don't know.
Sent the emulator to us? Like,
that one package that I'm talking about.
Yeah,
the
I mean, that's the
emulator,
only thing that we've gotten from Dee directly. Or maybe indirectly. Like, that's the only thing that we've received that was, like, signed D. We haven't had a conversation with her.
We're just both working together to take down Syphus.
I feel like every time something like this happens, it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. Just like this, like, other world.
Yeah.
It's definitely not becoming more simplistic and understandable.
No, it's not. No. But you did remind me of something. What?
Okay, so Dee sent us the emulator.
So
Deborah.
So Deborah sent us that emulator. The same Deborah that's trying to stop Syphus, Nelson Syphus, that tried
In
to
the tapes.
that tried to take him down before in the tapes. And so this is a war inside of this company, Syntec.
So Deborah is now working with an LAPD officer now?
In the drop you still have to leave, I wanted to request that you leave the emulator with your evidence.
Whoa.
Come on, that's
That.
That's
I mean,
the
that's
only thing that like really gets us in.
any information.
Why?
Like, that's a big piece
Why?
of evidence.
because this is exactly what Syphus said.
Yeah, that's
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, how are we supposed to
that's our
trust
only
any of these
leverage.
people? Well, it's our only leverage, but it's our only information. Really, it's our biggest information
it's
source.
not our only leverage, I suppose. But I guess if it leads to more like serums, that's
don't
what
know.
Syphus, it seems like, wants.
Like, there was a lot of information in there.
It's still leverage.
Like,
Yeah.
and also, like, yeah, exactly. Why does he need it? Can he just watch our videos and see the information that we found in it?
Yeah, I don't know. D has set me up specifically to run it. We're the only two people that can get that thing to work, and the longer it stays in the studio, the more concerned I am that it's going to fall into the wrong hands. It won't. It won't.
It's just like, how do we know that his hands are the right hands, you know?
Yeah. Like, these are not good motivations for us to give this up, in my opinion. I feel like this is the exact opposite of what we want to do in this situation where we have relatively no leverage whatsoever, is just to give it up in exchange for what?
Exactly. In exchange for what? It's like, otherwise we would just be fully giving up our evidence.
You and your team don't know how to really use it. You don't really know what you're doing. Are we supposed to? Like, I didn't choose this path.
It was sent to us.
It's ours.
From the person you're working with.
Well, yeah,
Why would
exactly.
we-
Like, why would we have it if your partner
Yeah.
If
sent
D
it to
sends
us?
us a letter saying, "Hey, can you give it to Mr. Joe?" Then yeah, sure. But like,
But yeah, it's just like,
Yeah,
why
okay.
would we do that on our own volition?
When are you going to leave your drop? I'm just stall.
Yeah.
Just stalling, I guess. I'm not trying to play hardball here, but it's like, why is it always about us giving up the only leverage that we have?
We keep getting put in that position.
Yeah. You've had a considerable amount of time with the evidence already.
We've been doing other things.
we're just YouTubers, so give us some
Give us some time.
Just trying to be thorough. Like, why does
Yeah,
everyone
does
always
he
want
need
us
it
to
back?
rush
Why
so
does it-
much?
Exactly. Like, what's the rush?
What's the rush? What's the rush? What is the rush? Holy moly.
What?
I don't totally buy that. Is this a trust issue then? What exactly do I have to do in order to gain your trust? Beyond what I've already served you on a silver platter. We want the same thing here, don't we? Aren't our goals practically the same? The more that surfaces, the more I see things getting suppressed. Is that what you want? To be trapped in this forever?
I mean, no, our goals aren't the same. He wants to take down Syphus. Yeah, I'm sure that would be nice, but we want to know where we fit into all of this.
I mean, I want to take him down too. Like, I want this to stop happening.
Yes.
But yes. Yeah. I'm just gonna stall a little bit longer. Trust us. We don't want that to happen. You'll get an answer soon. We'll be in contact. I mean, like, here's the thing. I feel like we don't necessarily need to drop off what he's asking. Maybe we can drop off other things less important to us, things that we've already looked at, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm not giving up the emulator. I'm not giving up those documents. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Before I show you what happens next, click subscribe and the bell icon. I need you to be a part of this story because this is what follows.
Nelson Syphus texted us. Do not test me, he says.
dude, I hate this
so
guy.
condescending.
Yeah, he's the worst. Is that possible?
I have no idea what's possible. I don't even barely understand how we're even getting those logs over the emulator. I don't even know.
If you're late to this video, the next video in the story is right here. And if you're new, check out this playlist with the major videos you need to watch to get caught up. You can also subscribe right here, but I warn you, This story is for those whose curiosity overshadows their fear. Until next time, be curious.